Last Thursday, apparently there was a meeting at Hilton Plantation. I think Walt just recognized that, of citizens in that community that raised multiple concerns that were addressed. But one of the concerns that Steve Riley called me around noon last Thursday and asked that I would do some research for him and for council on the other facilities that either are in operation or are operated in other states, and those, how are those relative to this particular facility here. Spring Hill Recovery Center in Ashby, Mass. Law enforcement agency is Ashby Police Department. In interviews, Ashby Police Department stated the facility is located in a secluded area. No rise in crime associated with the facility. The facility created a few jobs in the community. The calls for service are fire alarms, ambulance calls, mental health calls, and health and welfare from relatives about those that are actually utilizing the facility. Desert Palms Recovery, Cathedral City, California. Law enforcement, Cathedral City Police Department, stated the community has not seen a rise in crime associated with the facility. The facility has security measures in place. Calls for service range from medical calls to fire alarms. The facility takes insurance and high-end clients. Astoria Point and Rosebriar, Astoria, Oregon. These are two separate locations. Law enforcement there is Astoria Police Department. Stated at Astoria Point, which is a co-ed facility, and Rosebriar is a women's facility, stated that there has been no major crime associated with the facilities. Call for service noted the department range from health and welfare, overdose, missing person calls, and those type calls, medical calls. Hyde Park, Tampa, Florida. Law enforcement, Tampa Police Department, stated the facility is located in the historic district. The facility is a women's only facility certified by the state of Florida. In 2013, there were a total of 6 calls for service, and they were parking violations and a mental patient report. Recovery Road, Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Law enforcement, Palm Beach, Florida, Palm Beach Gardens Police Department, stated the facility is an outpatient only. Facility has little or no calls for service. Facilities are located in an office building with other offices adjacent. Stated that you would not know the facility was there unless you were going to use it. No associated criminal activity. Hilton Head Yana Club, Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. Calls for service 2013 range from suspicious activity, petty larceny, alarms, and proactive calls for service, which is what our patrol division does. This information was gathered by Captain JoJo Woodward. I can tell you that I represent the citizens of Beaufort County as county sheriff, and I can tell you that I agree with every comment that was made today. But I bring to the table an offering not for you to make a decision, because I'm not in the zoning business, but also to the citizens who have their fair share of concerns, those pro and con. But I would ask Walt that if in fact this process goes forward, I would like to be able to work with whatever security team is chosen for this location, and we have a specialist at the sheriff's office that does security plans and be a part of that if possible. Also to remind everyone that we will, because of our front end knowledge being just a few days into it, that we would absolutely create a proactive patrol program. I remind you again that Captain Woodward in the back of the room is very familiar with these type situations. Thirdly, I would remind the town, Greg, as well as the town attorney, that there is a nuisance ordinance that was adopted in 2011 that can be applied to any location similar to this or a bar or whatever have you. And if this does get out of control, that nuisance ordinance be applied based on reports that are filed with the sheriff's office. I just offer that for everyone's information.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Yes.